The story begins with a girl named Mallory who is painting. Mallory is pregnant and her baby is due in just a few days. At that moment, her sister Jessica arrives and says to Mallory, "Have you seen the news on TV?" The news is showing some strange reports. When Mallory watches the news, she learns that a disease has spread in Russia where people lose control over their minds, and this disease forces the infected person to take their own life. The reporter says that no one fully knows yet whether this is a disease or a virus. Suddenly, upon seeing something, people lose control and brutally take their own lives. The news reports that this disease has spread to millions of people and is now spreading from Russia to other countries. But Mallory ignores the news and goes with Jessica to the hospital for her pregnancy checkup. There, the doctor gives her good news that the baby is perfectly fine and she will soon become a mother. Hearing this, Mallory becomes happy and starts heading back home. But as she exits the hospital, Mallory's eyes fall on a girl who is repeatedly banging her head hard against the glass in front of her. Seeing this, Mallory gets scared and quickly gets into the car with Jessica. Mallory says to Jessica, "Drive fast. I think that dangerous virus from Russia has reached here too." Outside on the streets, chaos has erupted among the people, and they have started killing themselves. Jessica quickly starts the car and speeds toward home. But now the situation is worsening. Many accidents start happening on the road. Seeing this, Mallory gets extremely scared, and then, while driving, Jessica sees something that changes the color of her eyes. Now Jessica loses control over herself, increases the car's speed, and starts crashing into oncoming vehicles. Mallory tries to stop her, but Jessica doesn't stop, as if someone has taken control of her mind, and then the car collides with another vehicle, causing their accident. Luckily, both survive the accident and get out of the car. But before Mallory can understand anything, she sees her sister Jessica throw herself in front of a truck and take her own life. Mallory gets extremely terrified seeing Jessica's horrific death right in front of her eyes, but the situation was such that she doesn't even get time to go near her sister's dead body. She sees chaos and stampede all around, and Mallory joins those people and starts running forward, but someone pushes her from behind and makes her fall. Then a woman comes to help her, but before she can lift Mallory, she too sees something in front, and like Jessica, that woman sits in a burning car and takes her own life. Meanwhile, a guy named Tom arrives. He picks up Mallory and takes her inside a nearby house. Some people are already present in this house, and they too are extremely scared after suddenly seeing all this. Everyone inside the house asks each other what is happening, but no one knows, so they turn on the TV. The news says that there is something outside that, upon seeing it, people go mad and resort to killing themselves. The reporter says that this virus has spread all over the world. Therefore, anyone who is not infected with this virus should keep all windows and doors of their house closed, and absolutely not make the mistake of going outside. These people quickly close all the windows of the house and also cover the window glasses with paper, so that the gaze of that monster outside doesn't fall on them inside. In this way, 3 days pass. But still, no one understands what is happening. All these people are sitting worried in the house. Then there is a knock on the door from outside. A girl, crying, requests them, "Please open the door." Tom goes to open the door for that girl, but Douglas stops him from opening the door because he fears that the girl might be infected. But here Mallory points a gun at Douglas and tells Tom to open the door for that girl. Tom opens the door for her, and the girl comes inside. The girl's name is Olympia, and Olympia is also pregnant. When asked how she reached here with a blindfold over her eyes, Olympia says that her food had run out. That's why she reached here by knocking on every house's door one by one. Hearing this, Douglas says that all of them are also in a bad state from hunger, because these people have been trapped in this house for the past 7 days, so they think about how to get food from outside, although there is a supermarket just a short distance from the house. But reaching there without seeing was a big challenge. Then the owner of the house says that CCTV cameras are installed outside the house. If we find the location of those monsters through the CCTV cameras, we can hide from those monsters and reach the supermarket. And the house owner says that he doesn't think a person can get infected by seeing this monster on the screen either. But everyone else refuses to do this. Then the house owner says that if we don't take this step, we will all die of hunger. Hearing this, the others also find his point valid. Everyone ties him to a chair with ropes so that if he gets infected, he can't kill himself because whoever sees that monster resorts to killing themselves. After that, the others leave him there and go to another room, and this guy starts looking at the screen. After a while, we see a gust of wind on the screen, and we see his facial expressions starting to change. In no time, the color of his eyes changes. After a while, Loud screaming sounds start coming from that room. Hearing this, the others also run to him, but before they reach, the house owner slams his head on the table in front and kills himself. Seeing all this, those people get extremely scared, and they understand one thing: whether you see this monster on the screen or with your own eyes, it will kill you anyway. After that, they break the monitor screen so that by mistake, their eyes don't fall on that monster. In this way, another day passes, and now their condition from hunger has become worse. So they make another plan to go to the supermarket. Tom says that we will use GPS and reach that market via car. After that, they cover the car windows with paint so that they neither see the view outside nor anyone from outside can see them inside. After that, 5 people take the car out with the help of GPS and slowly move forward with GPS help without the road ahead being visible. Here we see that the entire city has become deserted. The roads are filled with dead bodies everywhere. After going some distance, the car starts vibrating rapidly. The car's sensors show that those monsters have surrounded the car from all sides, but Tom doesn't give up and keeps driving the car forward, and somehow these people reach the store. There, they get out of the car with blindfolds over their eyes and reach inside the store. Upon entering, they first close the windows and doors, and then they remove the blindfolds from their eyes. The store has all kinds of food, drink, and necessary items, seeing which they all become very happy, and every person gathers as much ration as possible. Here we see Mallory and Tom who are talking to each other. Tom was a good person, and Tom had also saved Mallory's life. From their conversation, we learn that they have started liking each other. After that, these two also start searching for necessary items for themselves. Mallory finds 3 birds in a cage, which she keeps with her, and then someone knocks on the store's door. But these people, out of fear, do not open the door for that man. Then that man cries and requests, "Please open the door." Now these people feel pity for that man, and they also fear that he might be infected, so they stand ready at the door for that man in advance, so that if they have even a slight doubt that he is infected, they will kill him. As soon as they open the door for him, that man starts forcing his way in and says, "These monsters are very beautiful. All of you should see it." Hearing this, these people understand that this man is also infected. Now they have no way to get that man out. So Charlie, to save everyone, pushes that man hard outside and goes out with him. Outside, that guy brutally beats Charlie, and Charlie gives his life to save his companions. Here, Mallory notes that when those monsters are near, the birds start making noise, and now these birds will become a big support for them. After that, the remaining 4 people return with the ration, and all of them are very sad about Charlie's death. Now night falls, and we see that everyone has gone to their respective rooms. And then someone knocks on the door outside. When Olympia learns that someone is at the door outside, she thoughtlessly lets that man inside the house. But then Mallory sees him and threatens to shoot him with a gun. Here, the rest of the people in the house also come out of the rooms and get scared seeing an unknown man and start yelling at Olympia. "Why did you let this man inside?" Olympia says, "I have stayed alone outside. I know how difficult it is to stay alone outside. That's why I felt pity for this man and let him in." And here this man, whose name is Gary, says, "Please don't throw me out of the house." He says that some psycho people entered my house. They forcibly opened my friend's eyes and showed them that devil, upon seeing which all my friends committed suicide. But I somehow escaped and ran to reach here. Here we learn that whoever sees that devil, the devil shows that person something that makes him extremely scared. That is, this devil shows that person the biggest sorrow or loss of his life. This sorrow is so deep that he can't bear it and suddenly goes into extreme depression, and the person kills himself. Here Gary tells some more things. He says that those psycho people did not have blindfolds on their eyes, but they were happy seeing that devil. Hearing Gary's words, we learn that the devil cannot kill the person who is already very sad in his life because he is already broken from inside. Therefore, the person who is already living his life in depression is not much affected by the devil's trick. Rather, the devil makes him his slave so that while living as a human, these people can hunt more humans. Now, whether Gary is also a puppet of that devil or just an ordinary person like them, we will find out later. Here, everyone allows Gary to stay in the house, but Douglas has no trust in Gary at all, and in anger, he takes a gun and threatens to throw him out. But then Charla comes from behind and hits Douglas on the head with something, knocking him unconscious, and everyone together locks Douglas in another room, and Gary thanks everyone. After that, the next day, suddenly both Mallory and Olympia start having labor pains at the same time. Tom and Charla help them and take both to the upper room. But Gary stays downstairs, and his actions also start becoming a bit strange. He takes out many pictures of the devil and places them on the table, and looking at his eyes, we learn that Gary is also under the devil's control. Meanwhile, Mallory and Olympia give birth to their children. Olympia has a daughter, and Mallory has a son. But downstairs, the birds locked in the cage start making noise. Annoyed, Gary picks up the cage and locks it in the fridge and removes the papers from the windows. Then Douglas sees his actions and understands that he is also a puppet of the devil who does not die after seeing the devil, but kills others on the devil's orders. Douglas shouts, "I told you to throw this guy out of the house." Hearing Douglas's voice, Tom comes downstairs, but then Gary comes from behind and hits Tom on the head, knocking him unconscious. After that, Gary advances toward Douglas to get rid of him too, but then he hears the sounds of the children in his ears. So he leaves Douglas and goes to Olympia and Mallory's room upstairs. There he removes all the papers from the windows, and as soon as Olympia looks outside, she comes under the devil's control. Now Mallory understands that Olympia will somehow kill herself, so she snatches her daughter from Olympia, and then Olympia jumps from the window and takes her own life. After that, Gary grabs Charla and forcibly opens her eyes, and she also gets infected and ends herself. Now Gary advances toward Mallory, but she has hidden both children with her under a sheet, so she is still fine. But Gary starts provoking her to snatch the sheet and look outside. But then Douglas arrives there with a gun and with his eyes closed tries to shoot Gary. But Gary knows that Douglas can't see, so he takes advantage of the opportunity and runs, pushing Douglas from the upper floor to the ground floor. Gary kills Douglas with scissors, saying, "You won't be able to see the beauty of that devil." Meanwhile, Tom regains consciousness and somehow picks up a shotgun and kills Gary. After that, Tom goes upstairs and calms Mallory and the children. Now only Tom, Mallory, and the two children are left alive. After that, a scene from 5 years later is shown, where Mallory and Tom are now in a relationship, and the children have also grown up. But the danger has not ended yet. Outside, people still under the devil's control are roaming, and they catch and kill normal humans. These people have been living quietly in this way for the past 5 years. Mallory has taught the children all the ways to survive in this difficult situation. Here, you must have also learned that the boy is Mallory's own son. But this girl is not Mallory's daughter. This girl is Olympia's daughter, whom Olympia handed over to Mallory before dying. One day, a voice comes from the radio in which a man named Rick says that where we are, this place is completely safe. We have a colony here. This colony has all facilities for food, drink, and necessities. The man says that if you people want to come here, come with the flow of the river. When the river's flow is the fastest, our colony will be found nearby in the middle of the forest. There are many birds there, by hearing whose voices you can find us. And yes, it will take you 2 days to come here with the river's flow. Tom trusts that man and wants to go there, but Mallory refuses to go there. She says maybe it could be that this person is infected who wants to take us out from here and kill us. At night, Tom explains to Mallory that if we want to stay alive, we will have to go there. After all, how long will we live this blind life here? The next day, when these people go out to get supplies, some psycho people arrive to attack them. Tom explains to Mallory and the children that this is the time to leave from here. I will engage those people in talk. You people quietly leave from the back way and reach the place mentioned on the radio via the river. But Mallory does not want to leave Tom alone like this. Then Tom says that to stay alive, one of us has to give our life. After that, Tom sends Mallory and the children out from the back way, and himself blindfolds his eyes, takes a shotgun, and comes in front of those psycho people. They tell Tom to remove the blindfold, but Tom tries to engage them in talk so that Mallory can leave with the children. But then they see Mallory leaving. Now, before they can go after Mallory to catch her, Tom fires shots and kills 2 people. During this, he himself gets injured, and now finishing the rest without seeing is becoming difficult for him. So he removes the blindfold from his eyes and also kills the 2 remaining people there. Now only 1 psycho person is left, and when Tom goes to kill the last remaining psycho person, the devil also reaches there and starts bringing Tom under its control. But before coming fully under control, Tom also kills the last remaining man and then takes his own life with the same gun. Meanwhile, Mallory hears the gunshot and understands that Tom is now dead. She cries a lot because in this difficult time, Tom was her only support, after which she starts preparing to go to the location mentioned on the radio. She explains to the children that this journey will be very difficult, but we have to go there to stay alive. And listen carefully to one thing. No matter what happens, you both must not remove the blindfolds from your eyes. Otherwise, you both will die. After that, Mallory blindfolds her own and her children's eyes and sets off toward the river, reaching the river with the help of a rope. There they sit in a boat and start moving forward with the river's flow. Mallory also keeps those birds locked in the cage with her. After a few hours of journey, Mallory contacts the people living in the colony where she is going via radio. But then the birds locked in the cage start making noise, and at the same time a scary voice starts calling Mallory repeatedly. But she ignores everything and continues moving forward. After going a short distance, that voice starts coming even closer to her. Now we see that a man comes very close to Mallory and says to her, "Remove the blindfold from your eyes. You are safe here, and I also have food." But Mallory hides the children under a sheet and starts shooting the gun in all directions. From this, the man understands that Mallory will not remove the blindfold from her eyes. So the man comes near the boat and attacks Mallory and tries to forcibly remove the blindfold from Mallory's eyes. And this man, like Gary, says to Mallory, "You should remove the blindfold from your eyes and see that devil. It is very beautiful." But Mallory attacks him with a weapon to save herself and kills him and escapes from there. While traveling in this way, 24 hours have passed for Mallory and the children, and these people get very tired. Then suddenly the boat collides with a truck, due to which her son and the food and drink items fall into the water. Now Mallory saves her son from drowning in the water, but the food and drink items they had flow away in the river. Seeing this, Mallory gets very upset because if they don't get food and drink items, they will die of hunger. So Mallory docks the boat at the riverbank to search for food and tells the children, "No matter what happens, you both stay on the boat and absolutely do not remove the blindfolds from your eyes." After that, she ties a rope from the boat and reaches a house in the middle of the forest while searching for food and drink items. And she does find some food and drink items there. But when she is about to return with the items, the devil starts chasing her and calls Mallory in human voices. Mallory fires shots and runs fast from there. Hearing the gunshots, Olympia's daughter unties herself from the rope and gets off the boat and goes straight to that devil in search of Mallory. But then Mallory pulls her back and angrily scolds her, "I even told you not to get off the boat." After that, these three continue their journey again, and now Mallory and the children have been traveling continuously for 42 hours. Mallory explains to the children that now a slope is coming in the river, due to which the water flow will become very fast, so hold the boat tightly. After going a short distance ahead, the river flow starts becoming fast. These people hold the boat tightly, but this path was very dangerous. Then suddenly their boat capsizes and all three fall into the water and keep flowing in the water. Now Mallory holds her son in the water, but Olympia's daughter reaches the ground and starts calling Mallory. Hearing the girl's voice, Mallory also finds her. In this way, they have covered the most difficult part of their journey, and now their destination was quite close. These people move forward in the forest, and then they also hear the sound of birds as they were told on the radio. These people follow the sound of the birds and go in that direction. But then the devil also reaches there and starts chasing them. The devil tries to tempt them to remove the blindfolds from their eyes. But Mallory tells the children, "Don't pay attention to the voice and keep moving forward." While moving forward, suddenly Mallory falls into a pit below and becomes unconscious. The children also get worried about where Mallory went. They start searching for Mallory here and there, and taking advantage of the opportunity, the devil tells the children to remove the blindfold in Mallory's voice. The innocent children, mistaking the devil for Mallory, start removing the blindfolds from their eyes. But at the right time, Mallory regains consciousness and shouts loudly to stop the children from removing the blindfolds and reaches the children by following their voices. After that, Mallory takes them and starts running while listening to the bird sounds, because meanwhile, the devil was right behind them and was trying every possible way to stop these people from entering the colony. But these people ignore the devil and finally reach that place, and Mallory quickly requests these people to open the door. They let them inside, and first, they check their eyes to confirm whether they are infected or not. When they learn that these three are not infected, they let all three inside the colony. Mallory removes her blindfold and sees that this is a blind school where most people cannot see, and therefore the devil cannot harm them. Here Mallory meets a guy named Rick. This is actually the same guy who gave Mallory and Tom the location of this place via radio. Many birds are also kept here so that they keep getting warnings of danger. Mallory also sets free those birds locked in the cage. With this, the story ends. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. And if you want to watch the second part of this movie, write part 2 in the comments.